Ladies and gentlemen, we are immensely honored to announce the arrival of Honorable President of India, Srimati Droupadi Murmu. The National Anthem. Namaskar. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Honorable Chief Justice and the Honorable Judges of the Gauhati High Court, I would like to extend a warm welcome to you all to this event to commemorate the Platinum Jubilee celebration of the Gauhati High Court. I would now request Honorable President of India, Srimati Droupadi Murmu, to kindly light the ceremonial lamp for an auspicious beginning. I would request other esteemed dignitaries on the dais to kindly join the Honorable President.
May I request Srimati Jayashree Bora to kindly present before us the Saraswati Vandana.
कुन्देन्दु तुषारहार धवला या शुभ्रवस्त्रावृता या वीणावरदण्डमण्डितकरा या श्वेतपद्मासना या ब्रह्माच्युतशङ्कर प्रभृतिभिः दैवैः सदा वन्दिता सा मां पातु सरस्वती भगवती निःशेषजाड्यापः शुक्लं ब्रह्म विचार सारपरमा आद्यां जगद्व्यापिनी वीणा पुस्तकधारिणी अभयदां जाड्यान्धकारपः हस्ते स्वातिकमालिका विदधति पद्मासने संस्थिता वन्दे तां परमेश्वरी भगवती बुद्धिप्रदां शारदाम्. Thank you.
I would now request Honorable Mr. Justice Sandeep Mehta, Chief Justice, Gauhati High Court, to kindly deliver the welcome address.
Srimati Droupadi Murmu, Honorable President of India, Sri Gulabchandji Kataria, Honorable Governor of Assam, Dr. Justice D.Y. Chandrachud, Honorable the Chief Justice of India, Dr. Himanta Biswas Sarma, Honorable Chief Minister of Assam, Sri Kiran Rijiju, Honorable Union Law Minister, my brother, Honorable Justice L.S. Jamir, distinguished dignitaries present today, gracious ladies and gentlemen, and dear law students. Swagatam, Abhinandan, Namaskar. A very good afternoon to all of you. It is indeed a great privilege for me to extend my warm welcome to one and all on this auspicious occasion of the Platinum Jubilee celebrations of the Gauhati High Court. Today being the third day of the celebrations, we are deeply honored to have amongst us Srimati Droupadi Murmu, Honorable President of India, who has graciously consented to bless us and be a part of the joyous celebrations upon completion of the glorious journey of 75 years of this august institution. The presence of Shri Gulabchand Kataria, Honorable Governor of Assam, has added glory to the ceremony today. I thank him for having readily accepted our invitation to share this joyous moment with us. We are also privileged to have amongst us Dr. Justice D.Y. Chandrachud, Honorable the Chief Justice of India, who despite his extremely busy schedule, gladly accepted our invitation to be a part of the celebrations being hosted upon this glorious institution completing 75 years of its illuminating existence. The gracious participation of Sri Kiran Rijiju, Honorable Union Law Minister on the 5th April and today clearly reflects his love and affection towards the Gauhati High Court and his committed efforts for the betterment of the judiciary. We express our sincere gratitude and welcome to Dr. Himanta Biswas Sarma, Honorable Chief Minister of Assam, for his constant support right from the beginning in organizing this mega event to commemorate the Platinum Jubilee celebration in a befitting manner. I also extend A hearty welcome to all respected dignitaries, including Honorable Supreme Court judges, my esteemed colleagues, former judges, members of the bar, members of the registry, members of the media, print and electronic, officers from the administration, whose gracious presence gives succor to our efforts for commemorating the Platinum Jubilee of the Gauhati High Court. In order to maintain peace and harmony, the safety of women should be the highest priority of a healthy society in particular and a healthy nation in general. And it is the obligation of all four pillars of democracy to ensure all forms of safety to the women and other marginalized sections of the society. We at the Gauhati High Court have developed a mobile app to ensure the safety of women. A woman in distress can seek assistance through this mobile app, which will connect her to the national helpline number 181, where she can obtain any type of assistance from police, medical, and other authorities. We are delighted that Honorable the President of India is going to launch the mobile app Boroksha, designed keeping in mind the safety of women. I offer sincere thanks to the dynamic team of ICT Committee Gauhati High Court under the able mentorship of Chairperson Justice Suman Sham for developing this extremely useful mobile app by constant monitoring with the other stakeholders to ensure that the launch of the app could be made possible on this auspicious occasion in the gracious presence of all the dignitaries. We all know that Honorable Chief Justice of India has spearheaded the process of digitization of the justice delivery system in the country. His Lordship's benign presence in Gauhati has infused new energy in all of us. Carrying forward His Lordship's vision, during the course of the evening, we shall be requesting Your Lordship to launch 2 unique applications indigenously developed by our ICT team. Without taking much time, I welcome everyone to the Platinum Jubilee celebrations of the Gauhati High Court. Thank you. Jai Hind.
We would now like to felicitate our dignitaries on the dais.
We would begin with the felicitation of our esteemed Chief Guest, Honorable President of India, Srimati Droupadi Murmu. I would request Honorable Mr. Justice Sandeep Mehta, Chief Justice, Gauhati High Court, to kindly do the honors.
We would now like to felicitate Shri Gulab Chand Kataria, Honorable Governor of Assam. I would like to request Honorable Mr. Justice Sandeep Mehta, Chief Justice, Gauhati High Court, to kindly do the honors.
We would like to felicitate Honorable Dr. Justice D.Y. Chandrachud, Chief Justice of India. I would like to request Honorable Mr. Justice Sandeep Mehta, Chief Justice, Gauhati High Court, to kindly do the honors.
We would like to felicitate Dr. Himanta Biswa Sarma, Honorable Chief Minister of Assam. May I request Honorable Mr. Justice Lunasungkum Jamir, Judge Gauhati High Court, to kindly do the honors.
We would now like to felicitate Shri Kiren Rijiju, Honorable Union Minister of Law and Justice. May I request Honorable Mr. Justice Lanungsungkum Jamir, Judge, Gauhati High Court, to kindly do the honors.
We would now like to request Srimati Droupadi Murmu, Honorable President of India, to kindly launch the mobile app Bharosa, made for the safety of women.
Bharosa, an initiative by the ICT Committee of Guwahati High Court. The Guwahati High Court has come up with an innovative idea to curb the crime against women and to save the women in distress with prompt action. Wherever you are or in whatever circumstances, the Bharosa app will help you to meet your immediate challenge. Download the app now. An easy and user-friendly Bharosa app allows you to save up to 3 emergency contact numbers to help you at the right time. The 5 main features of the app are: 1. Dial 181 to get your desired response from the control room. 2. Dial SOS to send an emergency message with your geolocation to emergency contact numbers. 3. If you shake the phone, you will get a call to the emergency contact numbers automatically. 4. The callback option is being monitored 24/7 automatically and will give you a quick response from the control room. 5. You can file a complaint using Write a Complaint option, which is monitored 24/7 automatically and will give you a quick response from the control room. The simple options used to set up the Bharosa app. Option 1. The emergency form with up to 3 contact details. Option 2. Activate the shake setting button. Option 3. Set up the language settings. The app has other features like helpline and resource directory. This app can also be used for other services like various women-related schemes and other helplines information across the states. Download the app now. Save yourself and empower yourself. Stop the crime against women.
I would now request Shri Kiren Rijiju, Honorable Union Minister of Law and Justice, to kindly share a few words with the august gathering.
Honorable President of India, Srimati Droupadi Murmu ji, Honorable Governor of the State of Assam, Sri Gulab Chandra Kataria ji, Honorable Chief Justice of India, Justice D.Y. Chandrachud, Honorable Chief Minister of Assam, Dr. Himanta Biswa Sarma ji, the Honorable Judges from Supreme Court, the Chief Justice of Telangana High Court, Justice Ujjal Bhuyan, the Chief Justice of Jammu and Kashmir Ladakh High Court, Justice Koteshwar Singh, Justice L.S. Jamir, all the honorable judges of the High Court of Gauhati, the Chairman, Bar Council of India, and the Honorable Minister for Law, Government of Assam, Ranjit Kumar Das ji, all the eminent members of the bar from Gauhati and from other states, friends, all the respected spouses who have accompanied the honorable judges, media friends, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, I feel deeply honored to be part of the historic Platinum Jubilee celebration of the Gauhati High Court. I was here on the day of its foundation, the 5th April, and I am extremely glad that Honorable Rashtrapati ji is present amidst us to grace this occasion, along with the Honorable Governor, the Honorable Chief Justice of India, the Honorable Chief Minister of Assam, the Honorable Judges of the Supreme Court, and all the dignitaries present here. We all know the rich heritage of Northeast India. And we are also aware of the important role played by Gauhati High Court. This is a vast jurisdiction, and we have witnessed and we have heard from various people how the Gauhati High Court came into existence. Gauhati High Court has also evolved and dealt with ethnically different subject matters. The indigenous inhabitants of the hill areas are primarily adapted to the conciliatory process and numerous customary practices and guides the lives of the common man. Some of the customary practices for settlement of these disputes prevalent in the northeastern region are not only expeditious but far more efficacious. The Gauhati High Court has the credit of delivering several landmark judgments on several issues of public importance, particularly those dealing with the rights of the tribal people. As we know that the very core of the rule of law and civilized society is the provision of equitable and timely justice. The preamble of the Constitution of India also starts with the word justice. To ensure that this commitment must not remain mere words, but percolate down to every citizen, the Ministry of Law and Justice is committed to do its utmost so that the Gauhati High Court may set standards of highest excellence in this area for all the courts in the country. I am very confident that under the guidance of the Honorable President of India and under the visionary leadership of the Prime Minister of India and under the stewardship of the Honorable Chief Justice of India, we will be able to uphold the constitutional principles of equity, justice, and fairness and march boldly and confidently during this Amrit Kal and strive to meet the resolve of making India a developed nation when India celebrates 100 years of its independence in 2047. We all know the gender justice and women's safety are integral parts of creating a just and equitable society. It gives me immense pride. On this momentous occasion, the Honorable Rashtrapati ji launched the Baroha app. It is a versatile app for women's safety, and the features are extremely going to be helpful and in locating tracking and the stress signals alert to help women feel safer. We know the status of women in the northeastern India. We have traditionally given a very core space for women in our society. When I visited London, I saw the first line of the first Law Minister of India, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, where he had stated that the progress of a society will be measured by the progress of women in the society. And today, it is an appropriate occasion to launch this app. I am happy to note that a lot of ground has been covered in these years due to praiseworthy collaborations of the government and the judiciary at the center and at the state level. Concerted efforts have been made to provide a favorable environment to judiciary by improving the physical infrastructure of district and lower courts in the country, increasing the judicial strength, initiating the use of ICT in court hearings, etc. Strategic, comprehensive, and collective steps are being undertaken to tackle the protracted issue of pendency. When it comes to Gauhati High Court, there are 59,245 cases pending in Gauhati High Court as per the National Judicial Data Grid. In the case of the states under the jurisdiction of the High Court of Gauhati, there are 4,56,013 cases pending. In Assam, 5,696 cases pending in Mizoram, 3,007 cases pending in Nagaland. And I hope efforts are on board Arunachal Pradesh to come on board on NJDJ, and the soon judicial data matrix on NJDJ is complete and robust in information provided to the common people. I'm happy to state that as a step to address the challenge of combating pendency in Gauhati High Court, Government of India, in consultation with the Chief Justice of India, has increased the judge strength at the Gauhati High Court from 24 to 30 judges. And also a good representation has been made as a provision for the state of Arunachal Pradesh, Mizoram, and Nagaland in the Gauhati High Court. Under the central sponsored scheme for the development of infrastructure facility to the judiciary, Government of India has taken a huge step. I am not going to deliberate in details for that, but we are confident that the judicial infrastructure in northeastern region will not suffer due to the want of funds. I will give full assurance that we will provide all necessary assistance to create better judicial infrastructure, especially in the district and lower courts. We all know and we feel proud that India is the largest democracy in the world. And as the world's largest democracy, in any democratic polity, independent and strong judiciary is the sine qua non to uphold the faith of the people in the democracy. It is also true that the world is dynamic and changing. Every entity has to embrace its capabilities to tide over new challenges and to meet the increasing demands and expectations of the population. With this perspective in view, 2 phases of e-courts mission mode project has been completed. E-courts is 100% central government funded under National E-Governance Project implemented by the Department of Justice and E-Committee of the Supreme Court, which is being led by the Honorable Chief Justice himself. And recently in the Union Budget, Phase 3 project has been announced. And I can once again confidently say that with the beginning of the e-courts project 3, the phase 3, Indian judiciary will go complete digital and paperless. Under the e-courts mission mode project, 540 courts have been computerized under Gauhati High Court. And I can also say that Gauhati High Court has done commendable job, but it is underreported. I have interacted with some of the honorable judges of the Gauhati High Court, but some of the other high courts are very well highlighted. But the good works done by the Gauhati High Court is not properly highlighted. So today, in the presence of Honorable President of India, Honorable Chief Justice, I would like to commend all the honorable judges of the Gauhati High Court and the team, and also the members of the bar for great works done by the Gauhati High Court. There is one issue which I would like to highlight, the fast-track special courts. Out of 31 earmarked, 21 fast-track special courts have been operationalized under the jurisdiction of Gauhati High Court in the state of Assam, Mizoram, Nagaland, and Arunachal Pradesh. This has resulted in the disposal of 2,836 cases. In expanding the last mile reach, NALSA has allocated a total fund of 6.35 crore, and it has extended legal aid to 25,612 beneficiaries in the states of Assam, Arunachal Pradesh, Nagaland, and Mizoram. It is a moment of pride that the Department of Justice has released the documentation of customary practices of the tribal population, complied in 6 books on 6 April by Gauhati High Court, which includes Rabha, Tiwa, Zeme Naga, and the Bodos of Assam, Nishis of Arunachal Pradesh, and Harams of Tripura, synergizing the customary and formal justice mechanism and sensitizing the Gaumburas and Gaumburis in the state of Arunachal Pradesh is also done. In the end, I would like to make some important observations. As a Minister for Law and Justice in the country, I have a bounded duty to uphold the rule of law. Being the largest democracy in the world, we have a special responsibility with us. The independence of judiciary is utmost priority for every citizen. Sometimes we are a victim of uninformed discussions and debates in the society. The Honorable Chief Justice of India has on numerous occasions made his mind, his thoughts very clear that the relationship between the judiciary, executive, and legislature must be very cordial. In the age of digital and social media, electronic media, we become victim of some of the elements who do not want to see India progress in the manner which every Indian dreams about. In the last few months, I have observed that there are being attempts made to portray a situation where the government and judiciary are in the differences. I feel differences of opinion is an integral part of our democracy. Differences in opinion cannot be termed as a confrontation. मैं कई जगह इस बात को उजागर भी किया है, अपना मन की बात को भी रखा है कि हम लोगों के बीच में मतभेद हो सकता है, मतभेद नहीं होना चाहिए. लोकतंत्र में अलग अलग विचार होना ये लाजमी है और इस अलग अलग विचारों को किसी भी दृष्टिकोण से ऐसा नहीं लगना चाहिए कि हम एक दूसरे के विरोध में हैं. आज जब भारत उभर रहा है, एक शक्तिशाली देश के रूप में उभर रहा है, दुनिया में कई ऐसे ताकतें हैं जो भारत के शक्तिशाली बनने से तकलीफ होते हैं. हमको इस बात को ध्यान रखना है कि ऐसे लोगों का जो विचार है वो हमारा देश के प्रगति को नुकसान ना पहुंचे. Today, India is the 5th largest economy in the world. we have overtaken Britain last year. And very soon, we are going to overtake Germany. And then in next 8 years' time, we will be overtaking Japan. And India will become third largest economy in the world. The world looks up to India, and India has a special responsibility, not only as the largest democratic nation in the world, but as a global power. All the three organs, the judiciary, the executive, and the legislature, we have to work in tandem. In the last year's conference of the chief ministers and chief justice, we had a very fruitful discussion. And in that meeting, we had agreed upon to work in close coordination, especially for the judicial infrastructure. And I feel there is a perceptible difference after that conference. I'm very happy. Wherever I go in the different high courts, the cooperation from the state government is coming. And especially when I'm here in Gauhati, I can make this mention. The Honorable Chief Justice informed me that the state government, under the leadership of Dr. Himanta Biswa Sharma, is extending full cooperation to the Gauhati High Court. This is a very positive thing, and we are very happy about this new kind of a working relationship which we have seen. I will not take much time, and we are here to be part of this great journey of Gauhati High Court, and it is coinciding with the celebration of the 75th years of India's independence. So in this Amrit Kal, the Gauhati High Court is celebrating its a Platinum Jubilee. I would like to extend my greetings, my best wishes to Honorable Chief Justice, Justice Sandeep Mehta, and all the honorable judges of the Gauhati High Court, and all the honorable judges working under the jurisdiction of Gauhati High Court, along with the members of the bars. I always say that the members of the bars and the judiciary will have to work together. After all, the judges and the bar members are two sides of the same coin. And unless we work together as a team, we will not be able to do justice, which is the core objective of the system which we practice in India. Once again, I'm extremely delighted to be part of this momentous occasion, and my greetings to all the members present here. And also I pay my tribute to every member who have contributed in making this great journey very memorable. And we look forward for this kind of event in the future. Thank you. Jai Hind, Jai Ahom.
May I now request Dr. Himanta Biswa Sharma, Honorable Chief Minister, Assam, to kindly address the House.
Honorable President of India, Srimati Droupadi Murmu ji, Honorable Governor of Assam, Sri Gulab Chand Kataria ji, Honorable Dr. Justice D.Y. Chandrachud, Chief Justice of India, Sri Kiren Rijiju, Union Minister of Law and Justice, Honorable Mr. Justice Sandeep Mehta, Chief Justice Gauhati High Court, Honorable Mr. Justice L. Jamir, Judge Gauhati High Court, Honorable Mr. Justice M.R. Shah, Judge Supreme Court of India, Honorable Mr. Justice Dinesh Maheshwari, Judge Supreme Court of India, Honorable Mr. Justice Hrishikesh Roy, Judge Supreme Court of India, Honorable Mr. Justice Sudhanshu Dhulia, Judge Supreme Court of India, Honorable Mr. Justice Dipankar Datta, Judge Supreme Court of India, Honorable Mr. Justice Pankaj Mittal, Judge Supreme Court of India, Honorable Mr. Justice A.U. Amanullah, Judge Supreme Court of India, Honorable Mr. Justice Manoj Mishra, Judge Supreme Court of India, Honorable Mr. Justice Retired Mukundakam Sharma, Supreme Court of India, Honorable Mr. Justice Retired Amitav Roy, Supreme Court of India, Honorable Mr. Justice A.M. Sapre, Supreme Court of India, Honorable Mr. Justice Ujjal Bhuiya, Chief Justice Telangana High Court, Honorable Mr. Justice N.K. Singh, Chief Justice Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh High Court, Sri Ranjit Das, Law Minister, Government of Assam, members of the bar, ladies and gentlemen. It is a historic day today with the august presence of Honorable President of India, Srimati Droupadi Murmu ji. We have gathered here to celebrate the Platinum Jubilee of the Gauhati High Court at this august platform. The glory of this occasion has been enhanced because of the gracious presence of the Honorable President of India, Madam Srimati Droupadi Murmu ji. We are also delighted to have Honorable Chief Justice of India, Justice Dr. D.Y. Chandrachud ji, amidst us at this august gathering today. I thank Honorable Chief Justice Sri Chandrachud ji for visiting Assam to take part at this momentous occasion. On behalf of the people of Assam, I extend him a warm welcome to our beautiful state. While addressing the ceremonial event of the Platinum Jubilee celebration of the Gauhati High Court 2 days back, I had spoken about the significant contribution of these courts wheels on the socio-political advancement of our region. I had also spoken about the rich history and the highest judicial standard that this honorable court has always maintained right since inception. We take immense pride that the Gauhati High Court over the years has not only created a pedigree of legal luminaries, but also earned a unique distinction due to its superior standards and lofty ideals. Many landmark judgments passed by this honorable court have strengthened our legal and constitutional framework, making it more robust and solid. This court has always risen to occasion whenever required. Honorable Gauhati High Court has performed its responsibility as the true guardian of human rights, protector of our constitution, and importantly, promoter of our age-old democratic tradition. The distinguished institution has been a major catalyst in empowering our citizens so far their rights are concerned. As a matter of religious practice and philosophical discourse, law in our country has a glorious history. Emanating from the Vedas, the Upanishads, and other religious texts, law was a fertile field in our country, which was enriched by different philosophical schools. Although the modern Indian judiciary is partly a continuation of the British legal system, the fact remains that from time immemorial, our country had a well-developed jurisprudence. The ancient Indian law was based on the principle of dharma or nyaya that talk about the principle of natural justice. It is the same principle that continue to govern our judicial system today, and the Gauhati High Court is a glaring example of this. I would like to reiterate the fact that the Gauhati High Court has time and again stood with the common people in their testing times and played its role as their savior. The dark days of emergency are testimony to the commendable role of Gauhati High Court in protecting civil rights of the people. I would like to draw attention of the Honorable President, ma'am, that during the days of emergency, the Gauhati High Court not only admitted writ petition despite the provision of emergency, but also state press censorship orders on a number of newspapers and periodicals. This was phenomenal on the part of the Honorable Gauhati High Court, and not without reasons. This should be inscribed into the annals of our judicial history. The Gauhati High Court, initially known as the Assam High Court, was formally inaugurated on 5th April 1948. The court was later renamed as High Court of Assam and Nagaland, when Nagaland attained statehood in 1963. Till 1971, it exercised judicial authority over the entire Northeast. In the same year, while the reorganization of Assam, this court was renamed as the Gauhati High Court, and benches were created for Arunachal Pradesh, Manipur, Meghalaya, Mizoram, Nagaland, and Tripura. In 2013, 3 full-fledged high courts of judicature were established in the region at Imphal, Shillong, Agartala to cater to the needs of Manipur, Meghalaya, and Tripura respectively. This illustrious history has given this high court a unique identity. This uniqueness stems from the fact that for a longer span of its existence, the Gauhati High Court was the common high court for all the 7 states of our region. This court has been dealing with the fascinating task of interpreting tribal laws and custom prevailing in the various northeastern states. Mention may be made that traditional dispute redressal system are still in force in the larger area of northeastern state amongst various tribal clans as an alternative redressal mechanism. This court is having a law research institute mainly to undertake research work into various customary laws and administration of justice prevailing in this part of the country. Upholding this distinction of conducting research in this area, this court has a number of publications to its credit. This High Court also has judicial authority on subject falling under 6th schedule of the Constitution of India. The 6th schedule, read with Article 244(2) and 275(1) of the Constitution of India, forms a special provision for a number of states of Northeast. This High Court has always played a unique role in justice delivery so far as 6th schedule matters are concerned. At this momentous occasion, I'd like to draw attention of the August gathering to a very pertinent issue which is posing a constant challenges for our judiciary. Honorable Prime Minister, while speaking at the Chief Justice Conference 2022 at Bigyan Bhavan in New Delhi, stress upon decrowding of jails by releasing the under-trial prisoners following the guidelines of Honorable Supreme Court and National Legal Service Authority. He also emphasized on providing legal aid to the needy by taking extra effort to celebrate Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav. He gave importance on the Bar Council engaging more lawyers in this campaign. According to Prime Minister, ease of justice should get equal importance like ease of doing business and ease of living. Dealing with the pendency of cases, our government has taken some important decision. One such decision relates to withdrawal of petty offense cases to bring down the pendency cases with the provision of punishment up to 3 years, with or without fine were taken into consideration for withdrawal, barring the cases of heinous nature. Till the month of February, we have succeeded to withdraw 27,000 such cases. It is estimated that through this action, around 1 lakh criminal cases will be disposed of, which will reduce the burden on lower courts. This will in turn facilitate the courts to devote time for serious offenses and other cases. This will also take care of speedy trial and envisaged under Article 21 of the Constitution of India. I have also committed for creation of as many posts as required in lower judiciary along with adequate infrastructure. In fact, we have also decided to create a new campus for Gauhati High Court within this, starting the work within this year. I would like to seek the help and assistance of Sri Kiran Rijijuji, who represent our region in the parliament. During the COVID-19 pandemic, we have seen that courts in India have rapidly adopted digital technologies, which is now becoming a regular practice. It is commendable that taking digitization further, in May 2020, the Honorable Supreme Court introduced a new system of e-filing as a process tool and artificial intelligence as reference support infrastructure. I congratulate Honorable Chief Justice of India, Dr. D.Y. Chandrachud, who has been an active part of this transformation in the justice delivery system in the country. Government of Assam welcome all digitization initiative in the state judiciary and is ready to extend all kind of support required for its sport implementation. Before winding up my speech, I must appreciate the fact that the Gauhati High Court has always maintained its high tradition to uphold the rights of the people. I am confident that this tradition will continue perpetually in the days to come, setting new benchmark for other institutions to follow. I once again thank Honorable President, Madam Srimati Droupadi Murmu for her gracious presence at today's event. I also thank Honorable Chief Justice of India, Honorable Justice Dr. D.Y. Chandrachud, for being with us today in this remarkable occasion. I once again congratulate Honorable Chief Justice of Gauhati High Court, Justice Sri Sandeep Mehta ji, and all the present and former judges, lawyers, and staff of this honorable court on this auspicious Platinum Jubilee celebration. With these few words, thanking the August gathering, I bring an end to my words. Thank you. Joy Hind, Joy Ma Bharati, Joy Ayaham.
I would now request Honorable Dr. Justice D.Y. Chandrachud, Chief Justice of India, to kindly deliver his speech.
Namaskar. Respected President of India, Srimati Droupadi Murmu ji, the Honorable Governor of Assam, Shri Gulab Chand Kataria ji, the Honorable Union Minister for Law and Justice, Shri Kiran Rijiju, Dr. Hemanta Biswa Sharma, Chief Minister of Assam, Shri Justice Sandeep Mehta, Chief Justice of the Gauhati High Court, my very distinguished colleagues from the Supreme Court who have graced this occasion, Chief Justices of the High Court, judges of the High Court, judicial officers, members of the bar, students, and all the distinguished guests who have graced this occasion with their presence. As the head of the family comprising of the Indian judiciary, I have the greatest pleasure in warmly welcoming the Honorable President of India in our midst, and we express our gratitude to her for having graced this occasion. It fills me with a sense of pride and optimism as we celebrate the rich history of the Gauhati High Court, which is celebrating its Platinum Jubilee. It has the unique distinction of being the common high court for 4 major states of the country, Assam, Arunachal Pradesh, Mizoram, and Nagaland, with their varied cultural, linguistic, geographical, historical, legal, and customary landscape. The appointment of Shri Justice Kardak Ete as a judge of the Gauhati High Court recently is a testament to the judiciary's commitment to diversity. One of my own Chief Justices of the Bombay High Court shared with me that the most newly appointed judge in a high court is termed as the guard babu. He is a signal for the engine driver, in this case, the Chief Justice of the High Court. This esteemed institution has stood as a pillar of justice, upholding the rule of law and protecting the rights of our citizens. Its commitment to upholding the principles of the Constitution is unparalleled, and its legacy is a testament to the dedication and the hard work of its judges, lawyers, and staff over the past 7.5 decades. The Honorable Chief Minister was right in flagging the outstanding work which was done by the Gauhati High Court when times were bleak in the emergency. It is in tough times that the tough judges get going. The role of the judiciary is to ensure that the law and its administration do not thwart justice, but rather uphold it. Law should always be used with the sensibilities to address the root of the problems and should take into consideration the social realities of the communities where it is sought to be implemented. As we celebrate 75 years of the Gauhati High Court, we must also recognize the challenges that continue to plague our justice system, particularly in the realm of access to justice. Historically, many jurisdictions under the Gauhati High Court have reeled from the effects of natural calamities. Recurring floods in the state of Assam, which annually displace thousands of people, many losing important identity documents and other material possessions in their process. The challenges faced by the marginalized and the vulnerable communities during these adversities is even greater, impeding their access to public services, including the access to justice. The stirring words of our President, Srimati Droupadi Murmu during the celebrations of the Constitution Day of India in 2022 resonate in the mind. The President raised important concerns regarding lack of access to justice and legal aid and urged us to address the pressing needs of the most vulnerable sections of our society. Her words have inspired the legal fraternity to widen the reach of justice throughout the nation. In line with it, today we will be witnessing the launch of 3 initiatives to advance the outreach of the justice delivery system. One of these initiatives is the launch of the Bharoka mobile app, a women's safety app, which was inaugurated by the President a short while ago. Bharoka is a community-specific digital tool that localizes the support and connects the users with local support structures. It has a range of features such as integration with the Women's Helpline 181, distress signal alerts, and information about welfare schemes available for women. But we must remember that technology by itself is not a panacea. It must be supported by an ecosystem to actualize the benefits which are intended. The recent National Family Health Survey reveals that 75.4% of women in the urban areas of Assam and 53.9% of women in the rural areas of the state already have access to mobile phones. This is a tremendous achievement of the state. These are remarkable figures signifying years of progress towards equal digital inclusion. However, the percentage of women who have never used the internet still falls below 50% in Assam. Keeping in mind the digital gender divide in access to the internet, the developers of the Bharoka app have made sure that it also works in areas with no internet connectivity, where an SMS alert can be sent to emergency contacts with the location of the nearest phone tower. I must applaud the developers for being cognizant of the ground social realities. Technology has to be groomed to the Indian social context. Our design thinking must be user-centric. Our processes in the judicial system will result in just outcomes if our structural designs include everyone and exclude no one. To just give you some illustrative figures, in 2023, up to 13th March, 2.77 crore SMSs were sent to registered mobile phone users across India, 3.84 lakh per day. The e-Tal website has recorded 326 crore transactions in 2022. 18.5 crore transactions have been recorded in 2023 till 13th of March 2023. We have sent 2.37 crore automated emails in 2023 itself, up to 13th of March 2023, to registered users in the justice delivery system in India. These figures are unprecedented in contemporary societies across our globalized age. I hope that this marks the beginning of a series of initiatives that would be taken under the auspices of the Gauhati High Court, under the able leadership of Chief Justice Sandeep Mehta, to ensure that the law remains imbued with a humane touch and is grounded in the diversity of human experience. A humane touch of the law is essential for ensuring that the law serves the needs and interests of all people. It requires a willingness to be empathetic to the unique identities of people, with a commitment to accessibility and fairness, and implementation which is grounded in compassion and respect for equality and diversity. When the law is wisely applied and interpreted in the hands of judges, women and men who have a feel for social reality and compassion in the application of law, it takes a step forward towards realizing justice. But when the law is wielded without principle, it can carry the burden of arbitrariness. For the judges and lawyers, and indeed for all of us as citizens, the constitutional path is reflected in the values of the preamble: fraternity, dignity, liberty, and equality. These parameters provide the beacon for the unity of our nation and the stability of the social fabric. The relations between the executive and the judiciary on the administrative side have to be marked by a sense of robust constitutional statesmanship. All three arms of the state, the legislature, the executive, and the judiciary, are engaged in the common task of nation building. But on the judicial side, the confidence and faith of the citizens in the judiciary lies in a fierce sense of our own judicial independence. The legitimacy of the judiciary as an institution depends on the faith which we command of our citizens. And that faith is determined by one factor and one factor and alone, which is whether we become the first and the last choice of access to the citizens in times of distress and need. Constitutional statesmanship, above all, whether it is on the administrative or on the judicial side, requires deliberation. It requires dialogue, not public grandstanding. Once again, I extend my best wishes to the entire legal fraternity associated with the Gauhati High Court and congratulate them for the Platinum Jubilee celebrations. God bless, and may you contribute to making our nation stronger and stronger each day of our lives. Namaskar.
I would like to request Shri Gulab Chand Kataria, Honorable Governor of Assam, to kindly address the August gathering.
गुवाहाटी हाई कोर्ट के 75वें वर्ष के इस हमारे कार्यक्रम में उपस्थित महामहिम राष्ट्रपति महोदय, सर्वोच्च न्यायालय के माननीय मुख्य न्यायाधीश डॉक्टर न्यायमूर्ति जीवी चंद्रचूड़ जी, असम के मुख्यमंत्री आदरणीय हेमंत विश्व शर्मा जी, केंद्रीय कानून मंत्री श्री किरण रिजिजू जी, गुवाहाटी उच्च न्यायालय के मुख्य न्यायाधीश आदरणीय संदीप मेहता जी, गुवाहाटी और सर्वोच्च न्यायालय के विभिन्न स्थानों से पधारे हुए न्यायाधीशपति, विभिन्न न्यायालयों में कार्यरत न्यायाधीश, विभिन्न स्थानों से आए हुए अधिवक्ता बंधुओं और इस कार्यक्रम में उपस्थित आप सभी भाइयों और बहनों, आज वास्तव में इस प्लेटिनम जुबली के इस अवसर पर महामहिम राष्ट्रपति जी ने हमारे इस कार्यक्रम में शरीक होने की स्वीकृति देकर हमारा आसाम का और गुवाहाटी हाई कोर्ट का जो मान बढ़ाया, उसके लिए मैं आपका बहुत बहुत अभिनंदन और स्वागत करता हूं। आज आसाम राज्य का और गुवाहाटी उच्च न्यायालय का सौभाग्य है कि हमारे सर्वोच्च न्यायालय के मुख्य न्यायाधिपति भी आज हमारे बीच में उपस्थित हैं। मैं आप सब की तरफ से उनका भी बहुत बहुत स्वागत करता हूं। मैं सोचता हूं कि हमारे संविधान निर्माताओं ने बहुत प्रारंभ से ही विधायिका, कार्यपालिका और न्यायपालिका को अपने अपने क्षेत्र में बहुत सशक्त करने का प्रयास किया है। और जब कभी भी कहीं भी संविधान की भावना की अवहेलना हुई है या संविधान की भावना के अनुरूप नहीं हुआ है, तो हमारे न्यायालयों को इतना सशक्त बनाया है कि वो संविधान के अनुसार ये देश चले, इसके लिए उनके निर्णय हमेशा सारा देश उसे स्वीकार करता है। ये हमारे देश का सौभाग्य है कि हमारे न्यायालयों ने जो भी निर्णय किए उसको सब लोगों ने मन से स्वीकार किया, चाहे वो उनके पक्ष में था या नहीं था। इसका मतलब हिंदुस्तान में न्याय के प्रति कितना सम्मान है, ये आप और हम अच्छी प्रकार से जानते हैं। वैसे इस गुवाहाटी हाई कोर्ट का मैं सोचता हूं कि शायद ये सौभाग्य रहा है कि 1948 में जब इसकी अप्रैल 5 को स्थापना हुई थी, तब उसके पहले जो यहाँ के मुख्य न्यायाधीश थे श्री रोनाल्ड पैसिस लॉज ने पहली बार यहाँ शपथ लिया। और आज मैं इस कार्यक्रम के माध्यम से उसके बाद के जितने भी न्यायाधीश यहाँ हुए हैं, जिन लोगों ने भी इस न्याय की इस गरिमा को ऊपर उठाया है, आज हमें उन सब को याद करना आवश्यक है। उनके द्वारा किए गए कामों के आधार पर ही ये 75 साल की जो यात्रा है न्याय की, ये इस सीमा तक आकर के आज पहुंची है। मुझे बहुत ही प्रसन्नता है कि इस कोर्ट के द्वारा जिस प्रकार के व्यक्ति आपने देश को दिए हैं, वो भी अपने आप में एक बहुत ही याद रखने वाला है। मैं सोचता हूं कि यह पहली है कि रंजन गोगोई जी इसी कोर्ट के आधार पर हिंदुस्तान के मुख्य न्यायाधीश बनकर के सेवाएं हिंदुस्तान में दी है। ये गौरव प्राप्त है इस गुवाहाटी की धरती को। इस गुवाहाटी की धरती को इस बात का भी है कि श्री फखरुद्दीन अली अहमद जी जो इस हिंदुस्तान के राष्ट्रपति बने, वो आपकी इसी कोर्ट की प्रोडक्ट है। इसका मतलब इस कोर्ट ने इस देश को बहुत कुछ दिया है। मैं सोचता हूँ इस कोर्ट के माध्यम से इस देश को जितने अधिकारी दिए हैं, जितने आपने न्यायाधीश दिए हैं, जितने लोगों को आपने यहाँ तैयार करके इस देश को सेवा के लिए उपयुक्त किया, उसकी उपलब्धि भी निश्चित रूप से इस गुवाहाटी हाई कोर्ट की है। मेरी ऐसी मान्यता है कि निश्चित रूप से आज जो कॉमन व्यक्ति है वो आपके जब न्यायालय के तरीकों को देखता है वो उसकी समझ के बाहर आता है। मैं आप सबसे रिक्वेस्ट करता हूं कि स्थानीय भाषा में भी अपने जजमेंट लिखने के लिए कोई न कोई व्यवस्था बनाई जाए, जिसके कारण से स्थानीय व्यक्ति भी उसको ठीक प्रकार से समझ सके और कानून का अर्थ निकाल सके। हम सब लोग चाहते हैं, मन से भी बराबर बोलते हैं कि सुलभ और सस्ता न्याय होना चाहिए, लेकिन अभी तक इसमें अपन बहुत कुछ पीछे चल रहे हैं। मैं सोचता हूं कि हम सब जो इससे जुड़े हुए लोग हैं वो इसके बारे में निरंतर चिंता करें कि वो जो अंतिम छोर पर बैठा हुआ व्यक्ति है वो अगर न्याय की इच्छा लेकर के आपके और मेरे बीच में आता है तो उसे भी न्याय प्राप्त हो। मैं सोचता हूँ लोकायुक्त के माध्यम से निश्चित रूप से एक अच्छा प्रयोग हुआ है और जिसके कारण से हजारों लाखों मुकदमे जिनको आपने सोचा कि वो आसानी से निपटते हैं, तो निश्चित रूप से इस बारे में जरूर विचार करना चाहिए कि न्याय, अभी जैसा आपने रिजू जी ने कहा था कि इस आसाम में 4,50,056 मुकदमे पेंडिंग है। इसका मतलब हमें इस बारे में बहुत गहराई से विचार करना पड़ेगा कि लंबे समय तक पेंडिंग रहने वाले मुकदमे कितने लोगों के मन को पीड़ा पहुंचाते होंगे जो न्याय के लिए भटकते रहते हैं। इसके बारे में चूंकि आज आप केंद्रीय कानून मंत्री जी विराजमान हैं, है ना, हमारे सुप्रीम कोर्ट के चीफ जस्टिस विराजमान हैं, सब बड़े बड़े जितने भी आप जज हैं, हाई कोर्ट के हैं, सुप्रीम कोर्ट के, सब बैठे हैं। इस विषय पर एक कॉमन आदमी आपसे और मुझसे जरूर पूछता है कि आखिर ये सस्ता और सुलभ न्याय उसे कब मिलेगा। इसके बारे में भी हम जरूर विचार करें। एक बार मैं आपके इस गुवाहाटी के इस 75 वर्ष के इतिहास में जितने उतार चढ़ाव आए हैं, जिन जिन लोगों का योगदान रहा है, जिन जिन लोगों ने इस कोर्ट की ऊंचाई को बढ़ाने का प्रयत्न किया है, जिन्होंने कुछ मापदंड कायम किए हैं न्यायालय के, उन सब लोगों को निरंतर याद रखते हुए भविष्य की पीढ़ी को भी ये समझाने का प्रयास करें कि न्याय जो वास्तव में है इस देश की रग रग में है कि आपके द्वारा किए हुए हर फैसले को सर माथे पर रख करके देश को चलाता है। इसीलिए 75 वर्ष के इस लोकतंत्र में यही एकमात्र देश है जिसने अब उतार चढ़ाव देखने के बाद भी ये देश निरंतर प्रगति की ओर बढ़ता रहा है। मैं सोचता हूँ आप पर बहुत बड़ी जिम्मेदारी है, इस जिम्मेदारी को और मजबूती से आगे बढ़ाने का प्रयास करें। और एक बार महामहिम राष्ट्रपति महोदय, आपका बहुत आभार व्यक्त करता हूं आसाम की जनता की तरफ से, यहाँ बैठे हुए सभी साथियों की तरफ से। आपने इस कार्यक्रम में आकर के इसको जो ऊंचाई दी है उसके लिए आपका बहुत बहुत अभिनंदन, बहुत बहुत स्वागत।
I would now request Srimati Droupadi Murmu, Honorable President of India, to kindly deliver her valuable speech.
Governor of Assam, Sri Gulab Chand Kataria ji, Chief Justice of India, Dr. Justice D.Y. Chandrachud ji, Chief Minister of Assam, Dr. Hemant Biswa Sharma ji, Union Minister for Law and Justice, Sri Kiren Rijiju ji, Chief Justice of Gauhati High Court, Sri Justice Sandeep Mehta ji, Judge of Gauhati High Court, Sri Justice L. Jamir ji, Judges of the Supreme Court of India, Judges of Gauhati High Court, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, Namaskar, Johar. I am indeed glad to be here among you on this occasion, which is historic for the Gauhati High Court. Completing 75 years of public service is undoubtedly a cause of great pride. So let me first congratulate all those associated with this court, judges, lawyers, and court employees of the past and the present for their significant contribution to this outstanding institution. I also congratulate the people of the Northeast in general and the people of Assam in particular, as they have also made crucial contributions to this achievement. A period of 75 years is but a blink in history, but it is indeed a long time for individuals and the institutions they built. Last year, we began celebrating 75 years of independence. The whole nation is celebrating this in the form of Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, which with patriotic fervor. Milestones like this make us aware of the past that has shaped our present. That is also true for our celebrations today. Today's occasion reminds us of the vision and commitment of those who shaped this institution in its early years. The Gauhati High Court, of course, hold a unique place in India's judicial landscape. After its inception in 1948, it had jurisdiction over 7 states for more than 6 decades and still has jurisdiction over 4 states. At one point of time, its jurisdiction included Assam, Nagaland, Manipur, Meghalaya and Tripura, Mizoram and Arunachal Pradesh. After the establishment of separate high courts for the states of Manipur, Meghalaya and Tripura in 2013, the Gauhati High Court has jurisdiction over the states of Assam, Nagaland, Mizoram and Arunachal Pradesh with its principal seat at Gauhati and 3 permanent benches in Kohima, Aizawl and Itanagar. The Gauhati High Court has also established a distinct identity for itself by producing a number of legal luminaries, some of whom have also ascended to the distinguished position of the Chief Justice of India. It has also received attention for delivering several landmark decisions. I am confident that the Gauhati High Court will continue to serve the people in the same manner in the years to come. Ladies and gentlemen, the northeastern region comprising 8 states is aptly described as the area of Ashtalakshmi. This region of the rising sun is possibly the best example of how various communities have lived together historically. As a result, it has rich ethnic and linguistic diversity. In such a region, institutions need to have a great deal of sensitivity and responsibility as divergent traditions and laws govern the lives of the people of the region. The indigenous people of the hill areas prefer conciliatory processes rather than somewhat adversarial systems. Some of the customary practices for dispute resolution prevalent here are not only expeditious, they are also highly effective. The legislation applicable to different areas may vary, but the entire area is administered by a common high court. In this light, it is heartening to see that the Gauhati High Court continues to uphold the customary laws that have been in practice in some of the states under its jurisdiction. By respecting the sentiments of the indigenous people, this institution has helped enhance the ethos of peaceful coexistence in this region. Thus, this court has rightly taken pride in administering justice in an area with great variation geographically, typically, as well as ethnically. Ladies and gentlemen, when I was thinking about the achievement of the Gauhati High Court, I also gave a thought to the role of justice in our society. The foundation of India as a modern republic is our magnificent constitution, whose cornerstone is justice. The framer of the constitution had a vision that had emerged out of our glorious freedom struggle. They envisioned independent India as a nation where all citizens were equal in every sense of the term. Equality was meant not only as equality before law. That is why their notion of justice was quite expansive. Justice includes economic and social justice as well. Indeed, it expands beyond 2 or 3 aspects, and it becomes the duty of every generation to make the term meaningful in its time. In our time, I believe we must become sensitive to ecological justice. Environmental degradation has led to great injustice to many communities around the world. In fact, we need to be sensitive to other species as well as towards the whole ecology, because humankind as a whole has done unprecedented damage. That is injustice to the other members of Mother Nature's family. Working towards ecological justice can take many forms, and the legal fraternity, I am sure, will also make meaningful contributions to it. Speaking of justice, I cannot help but repeat what I have said before. I strongly believe that justice, by definition, has to be inclusive and that must be accessible to all. However, access to justice is hindered by many factors. Cost of justice is one of them, and we need to keep expanding the reach of free legal counseling. The language of justice is another hindrance, but there is praiseworthy progress in that direction, and the higher judiciary has started making verdicts available in more and more regional languages. There can be many more innovations to make the legal processes inclusive in terms of language. We should also note the increasing role of technology in the administration of justice. This welcome development has been solving many problems that had affected the system for long. I especially urge the young generation, young lawyers and students of law to find technological solutions in the legal domain that can provide a helping hand to the poor and the needy. लेकिन मैं चीफ जस्टिस से सहमत हूँ। कितने लोगों को हम टेक्नोलॉजी, कितने लोगों के पास हम अभी तक पहुंचाए हैं? उन लोगों को हम पहुंचाए हैं नेटवर्क जो एक्चुअली सिस्टम के बारे में पता है, जो एडुकेटेड है। इसलिए मैं सब गवर्नमेंट से अनुरोध करती हूँ, आग्रह करती हूँ, जल्द से जल्द सभी लोगों को टेक्नोलॉजी पहुंचाने के लिए जो माध्यम चाहिए, जो प्रोसेस चाहिए, उनको एक्सेस होना चाहिए। Ladies and gentlemen, I once again congratulate all individuals associated with the Gauhati High Court on the occasion of completion of 75 years of its service to justice and jurisprudence. I wish you and this august institution all the best for the journey ahead. As the festival spirit welcoming Ronguli Bihu is in the air, I offer my warmest greetings to all of you. मैं धन्यवाद देना चाहती हूँ मैं नवंबर 26 में कुछ बातें इसे मैं कही थी, उसके बारे में चीफ जस्टिस ऑफ इंडिया संज्ञान लिए हैं, गवर्नमेंट भी उसके बारे में सोचे हैं और थोड़ा बहुत काम शुरू हुआ है। मुझे लगता है ये केवल शुरुआत ही है, आगे अच्छे से अच्छे होगा और लोगों को जस्टिस मिलेगा। थैंक यू। जय हिंद, जय भारत।
I would request all present to kindly rise for the national anthem. The national anthem.